Let's do a little intro music. We ain't done it in a while.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get going.
Yeah.
I saw a man rob a bank when I was 10. No, I didn't see the wrong kind of wish that I was in. I grew up, thought was living in my head. Figured the life that I was living, I'd be better off dead.
I forgot how much that song got me going, guys. I forgot how that song got me going. Hey, welcome to the patio. I am T. And look, if you're live with us on YouTube, it's our first ever live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok, and we'll be releasing the video later on YouTube later tonight, and our podcast tomorrow morning. But if you missed the fun of our first live, the dogs raided the room. We couldn't get them out.
It was a dog
They're actually
raid.
whining at the door. I think it's Jamie's children that have this dog scared to death or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe my kid's whining at the door.
It could be. But look, we got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to talk about linebacker T.J. Dudley, who transferred to Ole Miss, right, Fortenberry?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Neo. Neo is a guy that, look, we need to talk about a little bit. He's got something to say, and I think you all be interested. Tampa's mayor lands an unexpected catch. We've got we got a lot more stories to talk about. But first of all, most importantly, how are you tonight, DW?
I'm sitting here looking at this, thinking how we need to start doing the thing where people give us a rose and we go, "Oh, it smells so nice." Oh.
I'm not doing that on the podcast.
Oh,
We'll do it on live afterwards. So you
People
want
making
roses?
Like Jack.
Give the man roses.
Here we are.
Father Fortenberry, how are you this fine evening?
He's Bubba Fett sent a rose. Hold on, go back to me. Oh, thank you, Bubba. It smells so
Did you
nice.
taste the rose? Taste the
Oh,
rose.
my
Yes,
goodness.
thank you for the
Oh.
rose.
So Bubba Fett's in a rose?
Hey,
Yes.
man, I lick your rose. Oh my gosh, love you long time.
I'm doing good, man. Hey, the first time we go live on YouTube was a blast,
It
apparently.
was a blast. It's gonna be something we'll want to cherish.
He
Yeah.
said-
like most of our milestones, we've had important things going on.
Miles.
Marty with his Elvis glasses just for the YouTube live. How are you,
Look
Marty
at that
Mar?
hat, though.
Man, I'm doing great.
Cool hat.
Cool hat. I'm just
Cool hat.
thank everybody for watching. And check us out.
Hey, we've had some bumps and bruises, and but look, we've made it. We are back here. Gary, how are you doing?
I can't complain. I tried before, but no one listened.
Well, that's the spirit.
I would dare say that that's the story of your life.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Nobody ever asked T how he's doing.
Oh,
How are
T,
you
yeah.
doing?
T,
T?
Look, I've had a hell of a day, and I ain't even going into it. Y'all know what's going on in my life today. Look, even with the dogs running in, it's like fitting. That's all I can say. Luckily, I've had a couple bourbons, so I'm not feeling too bad. With that said, let's jump right into the news. All right, so look, you guys know who Alex Jones is? We may get shadow banned our first YouTube. We won't talk about Alex
The
Jones.
frogs are gay.
Well, he doesn't like the water during the frogs game. So,
Turns out he was right.
back in the spring, we talked about Steven Crowder starting his own network. He came out against the Daily Wire and a couple others. Well, now Mud Club, which is his pay wall, I guess you call it Mud Club Forever. It's got some pretty interesting additions. You got Alex Jones is joining, and then they become two of my favorites, the Hodge twins.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the conservative twins. So they're going to join the
Damn good
Mud
show.
Club network under the Mud Club umbrella. And look, I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking about getting a membership anyway.
You know what?
I wouldn't with the other
soured,
guys.
I've soured on Crowder a little bit, but I like Alex Jones.
Sour it on.
Instead of louder with Crowder, it's sour with Crowder.
But like,
That's
you know,
Steven Crowder for
Yeah,
for y'all
Steven
know.
Crowder. But I do like the Hodge twins and Alex Jones.
Well, don't tell you who they.
Is that?
That's the police.
That may be
I
the
don't know, but this is a weird
I
day.
think it's a
Look,
dog
what
tag.
is today? August the 9th, we're recording it, and it's got to go down as one of my weirdest days ever. I just got.
If y'all can't see the cameras, I know the dogs are apparently at the door, knocking at the door with their tail.
They're running from your babies, Fortenberry.
They're all
It's
Fort-
got to be your.
they're all Forten
There are
puppies.
Forten puppies.
The Fortin babies running after the Fortin puppies.
Okay,
Look, my
So
innocent
this thing-
babies are in there on the couch minding their own business.
we need to put Alex Jones in there with them,
This thing's called
What
Mud.
the
or
dog?
the Hodge twins.
Mud
The
Club.
Mug
Oh,
Club
Mug.
forever.
Like coffee mug.
So check out Steven Crowder. I mean, I know Jamie and I like him. He's kind of a little odd sometimes, but look, I think he's got some good stuff going on over there. We'd love to maybe join this channel. We're probably not quite there yet. Look, U.S. credit card debt hits record $1 trillion. People are reaching to their 401ks like never before, and the credit card debt hits $1 trillion. So look, anywhere you go today, anything you're out there, people are buying up stuff like crazy. Temu. Yeah, I made my friend
Temu.
purchase from Temu.
You know, I
Made
mean,
another one today, actually.
inflation hit tons of people, and 401ks and credit cards are the easiest way to kind of, in their opinion, to offset, right?
Yeah, the thing is that
It's going to get you later.
yeah, here's the thing. So instead of stopping spending, which is what inflation was supposed to do, people continue spending money they didn't have.
Yeah.
And the only way that works is that you get credit card debt hitting $1 trillion. Think about that for a minute. $1 trillion.
Man, $1 trillion worth of Temu stuff is a whole lot of stuff.
That's $1,000 billion.
It won't even fit in the.
And $1 billion is $1,000 million.
That's a lot of fake Yeti coolers, boy.
You know, I was listening to a guy.
I know a guy.
Teddy. Yeah,
I know.
we know a guy.
Yeah, we know a guy. Look, there was a fella. There was a fella who had a TikTok I saw the other day, and it really brought in perspective the difference between $1 million and $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And he had laid it out. It was like, if you were to go back 1 million seconds, it would go back like to 1982. But if you go like 1 billion seconds, it goes back like to
I think it'd go back
1,000,
to
2,000.
Who was that? Who was that news reporter?
Well, it's still within time you'd recognize. But if you go like 1 billion seconds, it goes back further than
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
than you can even fathom.
Before we was born.
Yeah, the difference between $1 million and $1 billion is a lot.
Well, it's huge. It's
999.
Yeah,
99. Whatever.
million. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of millions.
y'all ever watch that video where that news reporter stated that with $1 billion you get each American like $1 million?
Yeah, that ain't right. Though.
Yeah,
that's not right.
It was-
There's 300
it was
million
funny.
people here.
yeah, I know, but that's what they said on a news. I think it was like CNN.
Maybe they
So
said
there's
100,000.
300 million people in the U.S. If you gave everybody had $1 billion to distribute, it'd be $3. All right, that's simple
I'll
math.
take it. I'll take it.
I can
take
solve
the
for
$3.
X. I can solve for X in that
We
equation.
could get like a hot and spicy.
Maybe it was 100,000.
Man, we got so much stuff planned. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something because y'all know I've been known to not hit the record button or something.
Oh, we're definitely recording right now on something.
When we first started this whole thing, we're on episode 100 and something. now?
116.
We were
I
on
believe.
like 17, having the best episode. Would have made us famous like Joe Rogan, and my boy T forgot to hit record.
Yeah, it was
We did an
actually
hour and a half or
it
something.
was the episode we talked about Weird Al. But then I
Yeah.
asked y'all to recreate it, and y'all act like y'all didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
We didn't know who
Just
Weird Al
wasn't
was.
the same.
We had no clue what to do.
Hey, Bubba Fett said he can get a small fry at McDonald's for $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about right. I'm gonna play if I can get the sound to work. Let me see now. Y'all know I'm a
Singer
little
Neo.
technical to
I thought he's the one, isn't he?
Neo?
Neo here. So just a little precursor. So Neo came
Oh,
out,
one, I get it.
and he basically, whoa, that wasn't what I was supposed to do.
He
How
came
did I
out?
do that? He came out,
Uh-oh.
and I don't have sound going.
Gay pride. Not came out like that.
No, not came out like that. Like this.
And that.
Turn this sound
Like this and that.
on. Sorry, y'all.
This and that.
No, that's fine. I mean, hey, the people know what we are not professionals.
Yeah, hey, we're not
Not yet.
professionals.
But hey, yeah,
Shoot fire.
if y'all keep watching, we might get there.
Yep. We're trying to professionalize this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I can do it here.
We double
We
live
double
now.
live.
Oh
we
no,
got
we
echo.
talk. We got echo. We can't do that.
Yeah, no, can't do that.
All right, let's see what happens when I hit.
Oh, what's
play
up,
here.
man?
Nah, dang it! I'm not gonna. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm about to read it to you.
What had
Now
happened
Neo
was,
is
And we'll
not
work out
a
these
rapper. He is a singer.
He is a singer.
Oh, I've
Yes.
never heard of the guy.
Oh,
I
looky
have.
here.
He's been around for a while.
We got comments. Hogo and Earthquake.
where's Hogo?
Bragmo
He's
said I
at the
want no
house.
smoke. So we got some watches on the YouTube. Hey,
Yeah.
Bragmo.
JD's in the house.
Thanks for watching us. Oh, JD's Hogo?
I think no, JD's Hog Wild or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
Hog
Hogo.
Wild.
That must be done. Anyway, singer Yo. He came out and he basically said, hey, I cannot support my kids. He's got 7 children.
my
Changing. He said, I can't support them doing sex change operation.
Yeah.
He said, there's no way we should let kids make those decisions. Well, then his publicist come out and released on the previous Twitter, the X, that no, he apologizes for insulting these people. Well, he doubled down. He came out and said, no, I do not apologize. That was my publicist that came out and said that. Yeah. And that, look, I have nothing against you folks if you make those decisions for your kids, but me and mine,
Yeah.
we're not partaking in that.
He said there's 2 genders. If you want to pretend to be a goldfish, be a goldfish.
He said, look,
But I'm not gonna.
I
I'm not
apologize for
gonna
not
indulge-
having audio. I have
Yeah.
to work that out. So
But
we
he
can
said I'm
stream
not going to
everywhere, but-
indulge your fantasy.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got 7 kids. I can barely afford the standard
Yeah.
protocol, much less the changes. So,
Yeah. So the key here
I
is
got
though
2, not
people. It's not okay that he says live your life. People, we've talked about this before. People
No.
want to change your view.
You
of
have
life.
to be 100% on board
100%,
with them.
or you're against me.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I mean, yeah. Why can't you respect my opinion? I'm respecting yours. Why can't you respect mine? I don't change mine.
Because that side does not respect people.
No, that is the side of it's what is it, like fascism?
you don't get to have
I
an
mean,
opinion.
essentially
Well,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
yeah, technically, yes.
It is.
It's I mean, if you shut down other ideas, then you're, pretty much fascist.
I'm open to ideas, but don't take your ideas and put them on me.
And I hate to use the word fascist because people use fascism a lot.
I
I
know,
have no
that's-
clue what it means.
It's
Do you want to tell us what it means?
tell us what it
Yeah,
means.
fascism is a form of government that they use the media and use the government itself to control what's put out.
Who was
You-
the last
use
fascist?
it
Was it like
Mussolini
Mussolini?
would be
That's what I was about to say.
yeah.
Mussolini.
Yeah. So like, who can we think of any comparisons right now where they use the media to control the public?
Jamie, use it. in a
U.S.
sentence.
government right now.
Maybe Joe and Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
The whole narrative, even
Yeah.
though they wanted us to believe it was actually Trump. Yeah, everything is pointing to the fact that it was the
We
Biden
said this
crime
1,000
family.
times on this show. Who would have ever thought in our time that Republicans and conservatism would be anti-establishment
And anti-war.
and no shit
and freedom of
War.
speech.
Freedom of speech.
It
It is-
the First Amendment. 1A.
It is
We're not
filtered.
only 2A anymore. We're 1A and 2A now.
Well, I mean, you have even people that identify as being liberal now going, we're not the new liberal. Like we're a medium now. Like we're somewhere in the middle.
Well, woke is far left. Liberals medium, and then the conservatives have claimed both the First Amendment and Second Amendment.
So I
And,
told our girl
wow.
I told our girl Jamie why. I look.
We
at
hadn't heard from her. No.
No.
Yeah, we haven't. But I look at politics as 4 sides. On each side, you have the left and the right.
Yeah.
Then you have fascism or authoritarian and libertarian.
Yep.
And you can be left or right and be authoritarian or libertarian.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
yeah, I mean because there's conservatives and there's liberals that are extremely authoritarian.
Yeah.
Look at Gavin Newsom.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the most authoritarian governors we have.
He is. And look how his state's doing right now.
I mean, and like him or not, Trump was extremely libertarian.
Yeah.
Where's that president that's just kind of in the center and just cares about everyone?
I
about the
like.
I mean, I would argue it's Trump,
Ross.
but they drew him out differently.
I would say Trump, and y'all know I'm not a huge Trump fan, but Trump is extremely centrist.
I think Ramaswamy is going to be the next one.
God, I
if
like
he-
him, man. I like Ross.
Ramaswamy.
If
You really
would have
think
been
so?
a little more
Oh,
elegant in
yes.
his speech. If
Yeah.
he would have been more intelligent in the way he talked and the way he spoke, he could have been more.
Took off Twitter. If he'd been
Coulda-
kicked off Twitter
he coulda
halfway
done a
through
lot.
his first reign as king of America.
But what's crazy is everything the left accused him of doing is what they do.
The left right now is locking up their political opponent.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Check
that's exactly
this
right.
out.
That has
fascist.
never
That's
happened.
fascist.
That
I
has
don't
never-
know how you.
How do you see it
I've got a
any other
story
way?
I just happened across. I don't know how you missed it. Okay, we talked about how someone was banned from cancer treatment the
Yes.
last episode.
Yes.
If you missed that, go check it out. Someone we think was banned from cancer treatment. A Massachusetts bans couple from fostering children because of conservative Catholic beliefs on marriage and gender.
Say that again.
That's kind of
Massachusetts has banned a couple from fostering children because of their conservative Catholic beliefs on marriage and gender.
Authoritarian. That is authoritarian. Just like it would be authoritarian to ban a gay couple from adopting kids.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I guess
Yes.
you could be a map, and they wouldn't care.
It's the map. It's the map.
So to be honest, I would be just as pissed off about them banning. I don't know if that's a word, but keeping a gay couple from fostering as I would keeping a Catholic conservative couple.
That's
if you
because
are a fit family and you can give a kid a home, a good raising,
Yes.
somewhere
that's
to
because
Check
we are
this out.
against authoritarian.
Well, we don't. we don't consider basic morals anymore. Everything's got to be so far over.
We talked about that last episode too. The morals of our country.
Why can't you just be a good person?
If these folks are not the whitest you ever heard, Mike and Kitty Burke filed a lawsuit against the state of August on August 8th for denying them dairy
crackers right there.
That is, but yeah, I mean,
cracking.
Why can't we look at it? We have a problem in America. We have a lot of orphans or kids in the government system that can't get out because we're like, oh, we don't want them to go to them because we don't like their political beliefs.
I'm an orphan.
Look, they've even said they'll foster children from diverse backgrounds with special needs. They've expressed their openness to fostering sibling groups as well, so that children in need can maintain their critical family ties. And we're going to deny these children a Catholic home with a husband and wife.
Yep.
Because they're conservative.
You hit the nail on the head. You're not denying the parents.
You're denying children. These children are in foster care for a damn reason. And it's because they have no role model. There's no telling what they've been exposed to. Kudos to anybody willing to foster these children because it's not easy. It is not rosy that you got this special baby that's just great being allowed into foster care. They come from a very poor background.
Bad foster parents.
Yes, there are.
But I think for the most part, the people that do that really care about the kids, and they're not going to force them either way. They just want to care for someone.
I think
they want to care for a kid.
I think there should be only 3 standards and 3 standards alone to adopt somebody. Adopt a child. Number 1, are you financially able to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a suitable home?
Now, most of them will receive a check if they do.
Number 2, do you have any federal offenses? Okay. And then number 3, you should have at least somebody have a community or something like that. A few people backing you up. You're just not some nobody. You have people vetting you. You have somebody vetting
elitist over here. You're not a nobody.
Like people like us.
You have people vetting you. You have somebody that knows you. The vetting says,
you have a support group.
Yes. So you have those 3 things. After that, nothing else should matter.
So you have other people that have been in the system for years and years and years saying, yes, this is a good person.
He sounds like Hillary Clinton. It takes a village.
Takes a village.
Hillary Clinton take your soul. Your life. She'll adopt that mug.
Hey, while we're still in the politics, we missed this the other night. I was going to talk about it and didn't get to it. Musk, who now owns Twitter, changed the name to X, which I think is great. He just said, screw it. We don't want to be Twitter anymore. But this is what's big deal. He said he will provide legal financial assistance for users punished by employers over activity on the platform. So you go on Twitter, say something that your employer doesn't agree with, and they decide to punish you or fire you. He's got your back.
Hold on.
Y'all going to war.
Win that case, though.
What if your
freedom of speech says you can say and believe anything you want to?
So he's going to back you if you tweet during work and get fired?
All you have to do is be in a court of your peers and get them to agree to it.
Do y'all have a policy at work where you say you can't say certain things on social media can't do things?
Well, there's things you shouldn't say regardless.
There are certain things.
But he's basically saying you can say whatever, and he's got you, right?
Well, the First Amendment, 1A, is a big deal.
I think you should be able to say whatever you want.
Oh, look, guys, Double D joined us.
What's up, Double D?
I think you should be able to say whatever you want to say, and
there's
just don't look at it if you're offended by it.
There's freedom of speech. There's not freedom of consequences.
Yes. Look, here's a. Are you familiar with Libs of TikTok?
I love that, yeah.
All right. Daily Wire is claiming that a trans activist appears to get a woman fired for following Libs of TikTok and other conservatives on Twitter. That was from January this year.
That's just
dumb.
Crazy.
It's so dumb.
So here's a good example of what we're talking about, difference between freedom of speech or freedom of consequences. A black woman in Mesquite, Texas, that's where it's at.
Is that where they made Mesquite Crown?
I hope that
is disgusting. Terrible. They need to take it back.
She's a teacher. Well, she goes on Twitter, which I think was Twitter at the time.
X.
But raises hell and bashes white people because her sister's dating a white guy.
I saw something like this earlier today.
So she made a comment that my sister's in here with this pasty white guy.
Okay, I saw the same thing today.
Yep.
I saw.
So she's just upset that her.
She went on a rant.
She
went on this terrible rant.
She showed text messages. It was text messages to her boyfriend where you need to come over and kill him and all this. Yeah.
Why can't people just date whoever they want?
So she lost her job.
can.
So now I'm ready to see what her reaction.
Oh,
is.
she lost her job for saying that.
Really?
She probably just.
Well, Joe
jealous.
Biden says the biggest terrorist threat to America is white men.
Well, so is Kamala Harris, but meanwhile she's laying in bed with one.
They threatening that stuff.
Man.
All these politicians and political figures that are bitching about white people are married to them.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
What's
I got so many good jokes right now.
What's those chicken with the Muslim chicken of Michigan? She's married to a white dude.
Is she really?
Yeah. AOC's married to a white dude.
And he's like redheaded. He's like he's the whitest of
He's
white.
real
there.
white.
He's a soulless white
He got
person.
gingivitis.
Yeah, gingivitis.
I had a shot with AOC.
You
You weren't tall enough or wide enough. Florida man who raised thousands on GoFundMe after his husband's murder is a suspect in the slaying. So this dude, apparently they think now he killed his husband and went and raised a bunch of money on GoFundMe. I guess so he could leave the country.
Well, that one lady kidnapped herself and raised.
Yeah, you know what?
Raised some money.
I want to read this guy's business plan, his business model.
I'll kidnap myself.
Hey, you know what?
I would love to kidnap myself.
Theoretically, it's not a bad move because now you can accuse the cops of being what is it?
Isn't there a group out there that'll like kidnap you? I saw this somewhere.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So they'll like grab you from somewhere in front of your family and like real police, dress up like real police, and take you away and then drop you off somewhere and claim they had you in custody the whole week.
That's illegal, but as long as we don't get caught, it'll be okay.
So
That's pretty cool.
So
though.
it's like if you don't want to go to some event or whatever like that,
just
they'll
get
come up and
arrested.
that sounds like a
Look.
They drop you off at a bar.
That's what happened to Jamie in New Orleans.
Jamie didn't want to hang out with y'all no
He didn't
more.
want to hang out with us, so he got kidnapped.
Look, if
didn't wanna go to
me
the
and T
wedding,
got out dressed
bachelor
like
party.
police officers, they'd be like, wait a second.
It'll be a whole.
No, we'd fit in. Yeah, we'd look normal at this point. Yeah, Mary
They'd be
would
like,
fit in.
y'all ain't even got a damn PT test. Get out of here.
No, they can't. That's being
Yeah, you
fat
can't
shame.
body shame us.
That's body shaming.
Oh, it's not body
Don't
shaming.
body shame Jamie.
Yeah,
Speaking of body shaming, Jamie, if you went to Maui, Hawaii right now, would they be shaming your body or would they love your body?
They might love you, man. You might.
Well, I don't know. You're not
How
running
you
well
all
enough,
out?
but they've got problems out there. They got wildfires now out in Hawaii.
Wildflower.
I think they have a lot of
Wildfires.
wildflowers.
Devastating footage of paradise in Hawaii before apocalyptic wildfires forced them to flee. Now, we talked about something similar to this in the Canadian
Where are you
fires.
fleeing to?
And hurricane.
The
They're
ocean.
fleeing to
People
the
are jumping
ocean,
in
man.
the ocean because of these wildfires.
Because it's wet.
But are they caused by volcanic activity? You know, there's this one guy on YouTube that showed where all the Canadian wildfires spontaneously
all started at
combusted.
the same time. He's looked from a satellite
Yep.
view and could see, and it was like,
Look, maybe if these
That's
poles
what it
get to
sounded like.
flipping and all that, you know, Matt, maybe it's time to go out and buy. What do you got to show us tonight? You brought some show and tell tonight.
Oh,
Fortenberry.
He gonna start a fire, a wildfire.
Yeah, here we go. This is Fortenberry. He may start a fire tonight.
They're not butt plugs.
No,
He's
they're not.
got fire plugs.
So, our friends at It's Doomsday Podcast.
Yep. That's so Al and Jester.
Yeah, let me make sure I get it. So, I realized that my go bag was missing something, and it was these. This is Blackbeard fire starters or fire plugs. This bag is good for 30 years. It's 50 fires in here. And they say I can open it, but I'd rather not. But basically, it looks like an earplug. I think you just twist it, break it apart, and light it. It'll burn for 8 minutes.
so it's
So
like
you got lighted with a fire?
So is it like magnesium or something in there or something?
I don't know.
Does it show an ingredient list?
I think it's almost like a saturated piece of oily rope.
Well, they have rope beads, too.
That's what she said.
They have beads of
They
some
got
sort.
what kind of
They
beads?
got knots in them. I'm not sure what they're for. But, yeah, so check it out. Check out It's Doomsday. Check out Blackbeard fire starters.
I would like to point out if
Blackbeard.
you're in the state of California, California required warning cancer and reproductive harm.
Everything causes
Yeah, so
cancer.
they're doing
Yeah, that
everything.
microphone you're using along with that Yeti cup he's using does too.
What doesn't cause cancer? Let's get down to that.
Bourbon,
That may cause cancer because of the oak.
kidney cancer.
No.
It could be. It could cause it.
You
It
could-
is- that's
It
pretty
causes gout.
impressive.
I know that.
No, that's the lack of fluid. inside.
when in doubt, call it gout.
Marty is walking around like my stepbrother today.
30-year shelf life,
Opened
opened
or
or
not.
unopened.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Well, go check it out. Blackbeard Fire Starters from our friends over at It's Doomsday.
It's Doomsday.
It's Doomsday. All right, linebacker T.J. Dudley, who has, I believe he's now signed with Ole Miss, isn't that right?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
He is at Ole Miss.
But prior to that, he was at Clemson, and
Yep.
he got in trouble and dismissed from Clemson.
How did he get in trouble?
He would share private locker room pictures on an OnlyFans account.
Hold on, he was sharing other dudes like wangs. and
How
stuff?
is he still playing football?
They were instructional videos.
He was taking pictures in the locker room and put on OnlyFans.
The linebacker
Not
was
of himself.
alleged to have marketed
Of his
unauthorized images of teammates on his OnlyFans profile. The former 4-star, well, he's only a 4-star, so there you go.
He got a
4-star
one-star
prospect
wiener apparently. 'Cause
was
he can't
to-
send pictures of his own.
Was to assume a significant position with Clemson for the upcoming season after a noteworthy freshman year. However, he won't be continuing his college football career with the Tigers because he was sharing pictures of other teammates. And
Were
their
there pictures or videos?
Does it matter?
I got a confession.
I think
to
it
make.
does matter.
He's probably gonna do the same thing at Ole Miss.
I got a confession to make, guys. I've been
You've been
sharing your pictures on OnlyFans. We have no followers.
It's only one
Zero.
fan. He
Yeah.
is only one fan.
Yes, Caesar Augusto is
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
only.
Caesar Augusto.
Yeah, he's my only.
Caesar
boy.
loves him some Terry.
He does. Wow. Tampa Bay, the mayor was out fishing.
What did he catch?
A big old fish.
Main setter phone.
A cold.
Yeah, caught a whole 70 pounds of block of cocaine
Oh, that's.
in the Gulf.
Heck
Stream.
yeah.
Would you hold on? Time
That's
out.
a
Would,
jackpot.
You want
would
me
you-
to do the math on
would you
it?
rather
Marty's right. That's like Jack.
That's
would
a
you rather-
jackpot.
catch a 500-pound tuna or a 70-pound block of cocaine?
Give me the cocaine.
Okay.
I don't know. Look, that
Tuna.
tuna. That tuna.
I don't know. Street value
Nuh-uh.
of cocaine is a lot more
Dude,
than
No, it
No,
is not.
just like-
Jack.
y'all
Gary,
know-
tell
y'all
them.
know
They
me.
don't know about
The
tuna.
right tuna is worth like hundreds of thousands
Dude,
of
you
dollars.
know
Millions
me.
of dollars.
I have the
Tuna.
best 15 minutes of my life.
You'd be cocaine baby.
I would swim to shore.
Hey,
Jamie's like, make me a cake.
That's
Jamie-
roughly
Jamie.
$1.5 million.
Jamie,
Roughly 1.5.
Gary, Jamie would be the next cocaine bear, but it would be at Key West. He would be a bear in Key West.
Look, I would swim to shore, probably moving 20 nautical miles an hour.
You'd be selling Oakley sunglasses for $1 a
Look,
piece.
Look,
It
he'll
wouldn't
hit
be
the
on the
bars at
news.
Key West.
No, look, I mean,
It wouldn't make the news.
I
if
wouldn't
found
survive
it.
probably about 10 minutes, but it'd be a wild 10
Your
minutes.
pupils would be like a black hole.
That's it.
Show everybody something.
But look, it's like the catch of the day at Captain D's, isn't it?
Sure is.
Catch of the day. That's about
Oh, yeah, I take a picture of it. I would like
Yeah.
this.
so that should have a street value of about $1.5 million.
That's about what a good tuna.
But a tuna's legal though. A tuna's legal, not.
How much
Cocaine
Chicken
should
of
be
the sea.
legal.
It's chicken of the sea. It should be legal.
Then what's cocaine of the sea? Is it cocaine of the
Sugar,
sea?
sugar booger.
You know,
The
dolphins.
sugar booger of the sea.
The sugar
Dolphins
booger
get
of the sea.
stung by
Jellyfish?
pufferfish.
Why can't they?
I seen them
To
do they get high. Yeah.
basically, yeah.
Well, they would lost their shit on that cocaine, wouldn't they?
It's the best stuff,
Look,
bro.
Flipper is rolling around down there looking for some of that.
You'd
It
have had
reminds me.
dolphins doing hellacious tricks.
Did you ever
Yeah.
see King of the Hill when they use crack to catch bass?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite episodes. Yeah.
Me too.
Well, why can't they train
Oh.
dolphins to be like
Oh, Bobby.
drug dogs?
Look, you have
Damn it, Bobby.
you have a
No,
group
Bobby.
of
Probably because
dolphins.
dolphins would like get into it. I mean, they're smart enough to have issues.
They be jumping in boats and shit.
I think it'd be the
Yeah.
killer whales. It
Yeah.
would be the.
You know, dolphins rape stuff all the time.
You have a group
they
of
do.
dolphins.
They do.
They
roll
like
up.
Oh,
Rape?
I don't think we can say that on YouTube.
But
Yeah,
they
they.
do.
Can we not?
I don't think so.
They just steal
I
your
w-
paddleboard.
but
They
they-
steal your boat.
They assault people.
So
They,
dolphins sexually
AS.
take what they want.
yes,
Okay.
they AS people.
So they're kind of like liberals.
Because
Yeah.
they have the name bottlenose.
All right, this is another story here from the Canadian Independent. Look, Canada's crazy. A young Ontario father of 5 dies after being refused kidney transplant over refusing the COVID-19 vaccine. So this dude did not take the vaccine. He was denied a kidney transplant because he wasn't vaccinated, but then they wanted to harvest his organs.
Oh, no, just say, hold up, just say,
Backwards.
you missed a step that's very important. Both of his brothers were matches and volunteered.
Oh, I do.
Oh, whoa!
And they still didn't.
They
let
still
him
wouldn't
have
do it.
They wouldn't do it.
On his deathbed, they came to his wife and asked if they could harvest his
Why
organs.
wouldn't they bring him to
There'd
the
be a
U.S.?
lawsuit immediately.
Why would they not bring him to the U.S.?
Because our healthcare sucks.
Where's this at?
Canada.
Canada.
Oh, man.
Canada.
But yeah,
That's Leonard.
how
That's
can
Look,
you
Leonard
just
harvest
so
for organs?
I'm going to give a preface.
Preface.
We will do our first interview the week of August 27th. It's
Yeah.
going to be our friend from the North, Leonard, will be in town. He will be our first interview.
King of
We're
the
gonna do
North.
Leonard.
And he knows about
Talk
Canada.
to Leonard.
He
He
does
knows
know
about
about
Canada. He's from Canada. He's going to give us the first-hand knowledge about Canada. He's also Romanian. Plays fantasy football with us. If you guys are lucky, you'll get to see us do some drafting, maybe even
I
live.
say we
But Leonard
market him
will
as
be
king of the-
our first King of the
King of the
Winterfell.
North.
King of Winterfell.
Yeah.
He's King of Winterfell. We're going to do it with Leonard. So,
but-
hey, Leonard, if you happen to listen, we plan on interviewing you. So, Gary, you may want to give him a heads up.
I'm gonna give him a heads up.
So back on this. So they had the balls to walk up to his wife while her husband is about dead and say, "Hey, can we get them organs?"
Let me get them organs, girl.
Yeah,
Let
I
me get
couldn't
them
help but notice that. That
unvaccinated
heart looks
organs.
sexy over there. I couldn't help but notice that.
What world does any of this make sense that we're reading, especially about Canada?
Can you imagine?
Asking
I can't.
my wife.
Well, no.
Oh, good
Yeah.
gosh.
Michelle.
Look, Michelle or
Hey.
Charlie?
There would have been all kinds of available organs. Michelle would have took all kind of people out. There'd have been organs for days available.
Michelle said there's extra organs around here.
You take those. Take those.
She'd have been like,
Like, I got some organs for y'all.
what's that? Kung Pao. He go, when he pulls his heart out, and Michelle be here. You go,
She'd
take
be
that.
like,
There
who
you
need
go. I
a
got you
You
one.
need organs? I got organs.
who needs
I
an
got
anus transplant?
Yeah.
Got one there.
Well, they'd have to remove the shoe out of it first.
Yeah, I know. She'd have tore you a new one. It's slightly stretched, but still good.
Well, you know, these days a lot of them are slightly stretched.
You just gotta use a diaper with it. You'll be
Yo,
all right.
our buddy Bragg Mo said he went to the fire academy with about 20 Canadians. Those guys can be crazy. Yeah, they can be crazy.
Yeah,
if you came from Canada, you'd be crazy too.
Yep, for sure.
Hey,
That's
Bragmo, did they flew all the way to Camden? This is a serious question.
Camden, Arkansas?
Yeah, they fly to
Yeah.
Camden for a camp or for camp?
Surely not.
camp.
For
I
camp.
bet they did.
For fire camp. For,
Yeah,
for fire training.
Camp.
That's the Arkansas Fire Academy.
They probably used your Blackbeard fire starters.
Jamie, you brought this up the other day. The Somalian sports minister apologizes after a slow 100-meter runner goes viral
Slow?
at university games. Yeah.
I'd put
Slow.
money on Jamie beating that
Let's
that
see.
runner.
There's no picture of it, but yeah,
Oh,
you mentioned
You got to
that.
watch a video of it.
Now,
What's
see,
a
that's the kind
slow
of
time?
female athlete I can beat.
Yes.
That's
No
like
doubt.
it's like Lizzo running track, huh?
It wasn't like Lizzo. It was.
No.
I think Lizzo was faster.
Lizzo make you eat that banana though.
You ain't lying.
Hey, you know you got problems in China. You may have seen a video or a picture of these bears that people are claiming humans dress like bears.
No, I think that was a bear. I think it was
I
a
think it
real
was
Okay,
a
well,
bear. It was a
China
bear.
says no.
Sun-
Our bears are real.
Sun bears
Yeah.
look weird.
They do. They look.
They are
already.
weird bears.
They have like big heads and little booties.
Yeah, they're really weird bears.
Jamie's a
Double
bear.
D said sun bear. He is a bear. I'm telling you, that dude would be. We've already figured out in the LGBTQ community,
He's a bear.
This dude
Jamie
has
is a
no
bear.
butt.
Bear.
He's a
So
bear.
I haven't told this story in a while. So
You have no butt.
This is
dude.
that's a good story.
D-Rock was at the house one day. This is years ago.
D-Rock told me, I seen him yesterday. He said, I used to be on your show all the time. Y'all mention my name like every episode.
Yeah, this has been years ago when everybody started going to streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
So me and D-Rock was at a house hanging out. And I'm flipping through the channels with nothing on. And I run across this thing called the Logo Channel. And
Yeah,
I
we
didn't,
didn't know what logo
I didn't know what
was.
the Logo Channel was.
Whatever.
And the show was called Bear Run. So we're sitting there watching. I'm like, okay, they're going to release bears in the wild or something. And it takes us about 15 minutes to realize they're talking about just here gay men.
They were released in the wild.
So hold up, you and Gary both would be
No, it's
bears. in
Yo,
that
yeah.
game.
Yes, we're
We'd be
bears.
bears. Donnie'd be an otter.
You'd be an otter, Donnie.
I'm not even sure what that is.
You eat off your tummy.
So
It what?
that smaller guys.
Eat off your tongue.
Smaller guys are otters.
I eat
Yeah.
off my tummy?
Yeah, you got to have facial hair and stuff to be a bear. You ain't a bear.
Well, I don't have a tummy.
Everybody has a tummy.
Everybody
Well,
has a
not
tummy.
like a big enough tummy to eat off of.
Yeah,
You can eat off
bend
any
over-
tummy.
I mean,
Bend over more. You
look,
can eat off.
we are a combined 170 years old here. Keep saying tummies.
Jamie, Jamie, if I had to be an otter to somebody's bear, it'd be yours.
Look, that's my.
I'm
otter
not sure if
Jamie.
that's a positive.
My
All right,
otter.
there we go.
Jamie.
You
Jamie.
my otter.
You my otter.
Jamie, you my sun bear.
What does that mean? Somebody in here said sun bear. What is a sun bear?
I don't know.
No
Double D
idea.
said sun bear.
A sun bear is a really weird looking bear. They look like a black bear,
But they have
got
they have a yellow face.
yellow face, and they're
Okay.
weird looking.
She got a stupid face.
They look like me with pants on.
Okay, so Bragmo said yes, they have to pay their way through the academy before being considered for a job in their home country in Canada. So the cost is good in Arkansas.
so they
So
have
it's
to
cheaper
come-
to come here in Arkansas.
Wow.
So look, that's one more sign that we're better.
To
They
go
fly
fight fires in Canada, you have to fly to Arkansas, go through
Arkansas.
the academy. Hey, that's good.
Well,
That's a
they
lot
figure,
about Arkansas.
if you can survive the Arkansas meth, you can survive the Canadian fires.
No doubt.
Oh, is that part of it? They have to go through the Arkansas meth.
That's right.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I don't have much.
Yeah,
else
there's one
for
story you left out.
Oh, there's
The Viagra story.
The
I
Viagra.
couldn't find it. Won't you share it with us?
All right, so
You sent me a link though.
all right, so it really I don't have a bunch of a link on it, but there is a. Let me pull this up right quick. There is a gentleman.
Pull it up, pull it out.
I will pull it
He's
up.
only pulling it up.
There is a gentleman that was. Oh, I sent that to Terry, didn't I?
Yeah.
There he goes. Man caught spiking his female date's drinks with
No,
Viagra to make sure she doesn't get a boner.
He
He
just-
said you just don't know these days.
Hey, double checking.
He's double checking.
that's
So
like
he
a
spikes
sure.
their drinks with Viagra and then watches their crotch area.
Make sure there's no growth.
to
He
make sure it's
might
okay.
stick his hand down there and say,
Look, it's
The fact he's given a date, anything is
it's so
troubling.
wrong.
But the fact that he has to do that,
I wonder if he's ever been successful in his mission. Like he's like, oh,
Actually, what that
avoided it.
probably tells you is that he had an incident.
He had an incident.
yeah, my man is gunshot.
Yeah,
literally.
you don't do that without some type of previous run-in.
he got one back to the house.
He locked up.
He didn't want to
locked
take it that
up with the
far.
old girl, and all of a sudden he felt something poking him. He was like,
They
oh,
said you got a gun on your hip.
happy to see me.
Oh, jeez. That's messed
What
up.
you guys think about that? Give
That's
us a chime in a little bit. I'm not sure how much the delay
Nope.
is here. We're still trying to figure that out. But
We giving
what do you
anybody
think
any
about that?
drugs in their drink.
what you think about that?
I mean-
This is we're nearing the end of the show. This is when we talk to our viewers.
We
We've
gotta
got
talk to
probably at least 7 now, I would guess. What you guys think about that? Any of the stuff we talked about tonight? We'll chime in. If you do a super chat, give us a little money.
Yeah.
Oh, Shawnee Mac done
video.
sent us a rose. Thanks for the Mac.
Oh,
I know I love roses.
Oh my gosh,
That
it's
may
a rose.
be
It smells
Sean.
tasty.
Yeah, that's my boy Sean. Sean Ryan over there. Thanks for watching, Sean. You got anything you want to ask us here? Double D left and came back. Double D joined. Hey, Double D.
Welcome
I
back.
think I'll be
What's up,
Hunter
man?
Biden and chop up the rose and snort it.
So like I would have to say if instead of giving Viagra to a date to check see your their genitalia, like
Can't you just ask them?
no what you do
No.
you say
I'm not sure that plays. You probably get
no,
trouble.
you just wake up you tell them say when you wake up in the morning do you scratch your balls first? if they say yes, oh
Do you
So
leave-
that's the best test.
Hey,
Yeah.
we all know Jamie's down for the adventure. He's lying. He
I
doesn't
just
care.
look I'm not that so adventurous.
Jamie spiked his own drink with Viagra. It just doesn't matter.
Look, I can't handle that kind of embarrassment.
You'd end up in a sword fight,
see who gets up first?
Be a dagger fight.
dagger fight, short blade weapons only. Nobody's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, it'd be like a 2-inch pocket knife or
Yeah,
a
but,
pen knife going.
Yeah,
at
pin
it.
knife fight.
Pin
He'll
knife
say, "Is
fight.
that even penetration?"
Damn.
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh, here's a good one. Mom, 25, drives over 200 miles in a Lyft to fire 9 gunshots at her child's foster parents while screaming, "They took my baby." Now, this right here screams
Lyft?
Mother of the Year,
A
people.
lift, like a.
She
oh,
took a lift
Yeah,
over 200 miles. So this person,
hey, I respect the dedication.
Lyft, the one you got to pay for.
Yeah, okay, I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know what that would
I was
cost?
thinking
How do you
scissor
do
lift.
that?
Okay, can you imagine the Lyft driver going, "Okay, we're here." And
Oh, that's
she
what I
says,
was
"Hold up a minute, I'll be right back."
I
I'll
was
be right
thinking
back.
a scissor.
Yeah,
lift,
me and Donnie
too.
both
I was
thinking
No,
thinking
no,
scissor
no.
lift.
The Lyft, kind of like the Uber.
You
Oh,
get there,
Uber.
they're like, oh,
Wow.
yeah, you owe me $1,000.
Yeah.
So you know they had the conversation on the way there. He's like, she drove what, 200 miles?
200 miles.
200 miles.
How much is that bill?
He's like, so where you going?
It cost me $30 to go to the liquor store when I'm in Orlando. So
I know. How much is Lyft?
Let me show
200
you a
miles?
picture of this lady too.
like,
This
I'm
will
finna
be.
buy
I
a
just want to
cap
see
on
her.
this
Look,
fool.
there you go, right there.
I just want to see
Oh,
her.
you know what?
She looks like the type. Actually, she came right over
Does she
here.
have fanny pack on?
Is that
No,
Rusty?
that's her poofa. What do you call it? Lupa.
A loofah?
Lupa.
It looks like a loofah.
Lupa.
Why
She's
is
an Oompa
Rusty a
Loompa.
Rusty?
It's food.
That is Rusty
That's
arrested.
Rusty.
It's food.
Arresting her.
A fupa.
That's AT. AT's arrested.
I'm about to say FUBU.
Fubu.
It ain't for us, I promise you.
Say y'all like to make fun of me. Oh man.
It might get biased, but it ain't for us.
Oh, man.
Double D says maybe my mic's too loud. Black Hat
Black
mic
Hat,
too loud.
that's-
That may be me. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, it
I
might be
may
me.
turn mine down.
Do I have a black hat on?
No, you have
No,
red
you're
hat,
right. Oh,
Jamie.
Okay. Well, thanks for the.
You suck, Jamie.
Well, everyone sounds good. Your mic is bad when you speak louder.
Jamie's
Okay, I thought I had it
colorblind,
turned
by
down.
the way.
Maybe I'm talking too close.
You sound
We'll figure
good to
that out.
me, man. You sound sexy.
See, I thought
I ain't
so
worried
too.
about what it sounds like to us.
It's what they sound like to them. See. All right.
I guess it's us. Isn't it?
Man, we've been rolling.
Marty's mic
God.
sounds terrible.
For real?
Time for a new mic.
It's
Mike.
hardly picking you up at all.
You got.
Yeah, you hadn't said hardly anything. I think he tried to talk, but you won't.
I think
let
his
him.
mic's holding him back.
I love having Marty here.
I talked a little bit tonight.
You
Oh,
did.
look how
You
loud
did.
he is! Wow. All right, any parting word? Let me play us out of here.
Yeah, play us out.
we
In
go.
this mess. In this trash.
Hey, we finishing our first live here.
got
We
me
got
up.
our first live. We finished on YouTube, on everything. You know what? When I play music, I think it does something funny. Anyway, we got a few people on YouTube now. Any final words, guys? Let's do that.
All right. Scott,
Oh, it's your turn.
Bye.
Bye.
Marty.
All right, I want y'all to say a little prayer for Hoggo. I think he got too hot this weekend at the golf tournament.
He never returned.
He's at home on an IV.
Jamie.
They say pimping ain't easy. It is for me.
Peter.
Cut me off.
Jamie just alive.
Hello.
I wasn't done.
Amazing, Jamie.
We were run out of music.
We gotta extend our stuff. Oh, Marty's